very unusual day with a 2-hour delay, but this just in. Some of you heard yesterday some top secret news about that ISTEP, and sure enough, you're going to be ready on Monday, I know, getting a good night's sleep and eating a good breakfast, getting those brains ready. My presidents in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade are going to have the support of kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd. We're all working hard to be smart presidents. Look who just arrived.
A gracious good morning, students of Abraham Lincoln School. Oh, it is I, the ISTEP Lady. I'm so happy to be here. So you know what it means. It's time for the ISTEP. I hope you find that as exhilarating as I do. There were some nasty rumors running around this school this week that I wouldn't be here. Why, that's preposterous and erroneous because, as you can see, here I am. Oh, I just love myself. Would I miss an opportunity to encourage my favorite students to do their very best on the ISTEPs? Of course not. But first, I want to ask you a question. What do you think is the very worst part of scoring the ISTEPs for me? If you said writing, you are correct. Because some of you write stories that are, well, how should I put this? Just so boring. They give me Excedrin headache number 2011. Oh, I hate that. So, my tipperoos today are about how to make your writing more exciting. First, you need to always write for an audience. That would be me. So I want you to picture me in your head as you write your story. Second, today we're going to talk about how to do a good introduction. Now, I'm sure you know this. A good introduction must include who, what, when, and where. So, let's start with a bad introduction. You won't believe this, but this was actually the first sentence on a story I had to score one year. Listen to this. She is a tall one. Does that tell me who? Well, no. She could be anyone. You never ever start a story with she or he. She is a tall one? Well, what does one mean? That's very nebulous, don't you think? It is unclear as to what the person is writing about. So, let me show you how we can make this a better introduction. The prompt was, write about your favorite animal experience. So, I'm going to look at that sentence again. She, let's see, and tall one. Well, that could be anything, couldn't it? It could be a tall person. It could be a tall dog. It could be a tall giraffe then, couldn't it? Okay, so to make it clear, I'm going to say Smokey instead of she. Now we have a name for our character. Smokey was a tall horse. Yes, I'll make it a horse. Okay, now you know who, Smokey, and you know what is a horse. Okay, still, Smokey was a tall horse. Not quite exciting enough, I don't think. Let's change that a bit and make it better. Smokey, oh yes, Smokey was the tallest horse I've ever seen. Oh, doesn't that sound exciting? Okay, now we need to add some more because I still don't know when or where the story takes place. And I think I'll add a little more detail here because you always have to think about how your story is making your reader feel. So, to add some interest, I'm going to say she was named Smokey because she was gray. Does that really have the interest I'm looking for? could I do another word choice that would make it better? Let's see. Oh, I've got it. Listen, she was the color of smoke. Hence the name Smoky. Yes, I like it. Okay, now we need a when and a where. How about I first met her on Grandpa's farm when? The summer I turned 8 years old. Okay, I first met her on Grandpa's farm the summer I turned 8 years old. Okay, now I have my who, Smoky, my what, a horse, the tallest horse I've ever seen, where, Grandpa's farm, and when, the summer I turned 8. So, is it good? Not yet. I need to write a hook. Now this is writer's speak for something that will hook the reader's imagination and draw them into the story, make them wonder what could be happening next, and make them want to read more. So I think I'm going to add this to the very end of that first intro paragraph. That was the summer of my disastrous riding accident. Oh, there, I like it. Now let's see what we have all together. Okay, Smoky was the tallest horse I'd ever seen. She was the color of smoke, hence the name Smoky. I first met her on my grandfather's farm the summer I turned 8 years old. That was the summer of my disastrous riding accident. Oh, yes. I think I like it. I think if I were reading that paragraph, I would want to read more and find out what kind of accident, what happened. Was this rider injured? Did they ever get on a horse again? You want to leave your readers wanting more. Okay, stay tuned because Monday we will talk about how to add details to our story in the middle part and what makes a good conclusion for the ending. Now remember, just as Mrs. Wilkowski told you, it's very important Sunday night. You go to bed early, get a good night's slumber, and then arise early with a good breakfast. Oh, protein, brain food. Okay, I'll see you Monday. Ta-ta!